Alright, so this is part 4 of replacing my intake and exhaust gasket. Each one of these videos has been pretty short, and I've kind of spread them out over several days, partially because it's been so hot here in Arizona. Today's a glorious day. I think it's only about 105 today, but it's overcast, which means while my tools are burning hot to the touch to where I actually have to wear gloves or I'll hurt my hands, the sun isn't beating down on me and making things quite so miserable. As you can see, this is my old exhaust, and I was able to get that tube out. I think that's for emissions or whatever. It goes from the exhaust back up into the intake. How I did that, and it would not come off. It wouldn't. I tried for 2 or 3 days to get it to come loose without stripping it. I used PB Blaster. If nobody, or if you have not had experience with PB Blaster, it is amazing. I've tried other penetrating oils. Nothing works quite as well as PB Blaster. And what I did is once or twice a day, usually in the evening, but sometimes in the morning again, is I just hit it with a little bit of PB Blaster after I ordered my new exhaust manifold. And so it sat for about 4 or 5 days, just a little bit of, just this tiny squirt, couple, 1 to 2 times a day, just sat. And when I came out today to take it off, it just came right off. And I mean, I still had to put a little muscle into it, but not like I was putting in previously, and it came loose. And here is my new exhaust manifold. As you can see, it's basically a stock manifold. Part of the reason is a lot of the aftermarket ones don't have a bung for this pipe, and they don't have a bung for the O2 sensor. I could order them with those, but they ended up being a lot more money. Like, this cost me about $150 shipped to my house. In fact, I think it was almost exactly $150. And I think they started around $300 up to about $600, and I just couldn't justify the price because I don't have a stroker engine. I don't have anything fancy. It's just a stock base engine. The other thing that PB Blaster did is it loosened this up so that I've kept it loose. I haven't screwed it in all the way, as you can see there. I've also hit it with some anti-seize. So I'm going to keep this loose, so when I get everything in there in place, then I can snug it down and tighten it into place. So yeah, so I've got this I got from Rock Auto. It came with it came with a new gasket. It came with a new seal. It came with bolts to hold it into place. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this into place now. Even though it's a lot cooler than it's been, it's still, like I said, over 100 degrees, and it's, I think, like 30 or 40% humidity, which I know people in the East Coast are like, oh, it's only 40% humidity. To me, that's very humid. So it's still quite warm today. So I'll go ahead and try to get this into place. Also, I'm not quite sure what this is for. Obviously, no exhaust gases come through it. I don't know if it's like a heat shield for something or what, but kind of odd. The factory one, the OEM one that came from the factory on my Jeep, it has one too, so I'm not quite sure what its purpose is. If somebody knows and can tell me, I'd love to hear it. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and get this going. I also got new fuel injectors. I don't know if I mentioned that in the previous video. I don't think I had them by that point, but I have my new fuel injectors. They're 4 holes. I got them on eBay for like $55, $57, something like that, and they're a perfect fit, it looks like. I measured against my old fuel injector, so depending on how far I get, I might pull those out. These are my old ones. They're pretty rasty nasty, pretty gross. So I would have had to, if nothing else, clean these. But for the $50, a lot of people are saying, go to a junkyard or whatever and get some used one, but for $55 I'll just buy new ones. That way I don't have to spend the time digging around in a junkyard. Anyways, I'll follow up once I get some more progress. Alright, so I've hit a stopping point, mostly because I have to go and make dinner and stuff for my kids. But this is where I'm at. I run into a problem. I can either attach the header to the block loosely, you know, in the front and the back, but I can't get the exhaust to meet up with it, or I can hook it up to the exhaust, but then I can't get it to match the head. So I'm probably going to match it to the block and then either bend the exhaust tube a little bit or something. I already know the exhaust tube's messed up because it hit in the front drive shaft, where my old exhaust didn't. That's something new with this new exhaust, and it's not new, it's old. And so I think they probably set it on the ground and tweaked it a bit, and so it's just not matching up real well. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. Hopefully I'll have some time tomorrow afternoon to finish this up. If not, I'm off on Friday, so I'll be working on it on Friday. If you have questions about this work that I'm doing, go ahead and comment down below. Happy to answer any questions anybody might have. Also, I have some new social media. Go ahead and click on those links in the description. Meet up with me on social media. I'd love to talk to you and get to know you, and share an experience I have, and also learn from you. I learn a lot from other people, and I appreciate other people's time when they do work like I'm doing, and I can learn from them. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.